Hello. I thought I would say something more for this evening. Someone was saying they couldn't hear me very well before, but maybe you got the gist of it. I know that there's so much more for me to say. It's really hard because I realize what the expectations are, that I'm not allowed to have real human feelings about anything. But then there's an alternate side to perfect composure when you are under extreme, vulgar, cruel attack. How do you come out with a smile? How does someone do that? And I don't know if I'm entirely doing anybody any favors by looking as if I'm unscathed. I don't even think that I'm doing myself any favors by only having pure, perfect composure under something that is just so incredibly unfair and indecent that I probably should be screaming my head off, and I'll probably be doing that on my own and not in front of the world to see. And another thing about that is that I have enough dignity not to give my predators the satisfaction of seeing me diminished in any way. You know, when I think about my intentions, my own intentions, my innocence, how long it took me. It finally took me to get on board to realize what was going on around me. I realized that some things were going on within a reasonable degree, because I understand, you kind of expect that people are going to be jealous a little bit, but you don't think that they're going to go and ruin their own lives by trying to destroy somebody else. You don't plan or even conceive of it. If you're a decent person, you don't conceive of these things. You're just doing your own thing, right? Well, that's what I was doing. But I don't want anybody to get the idea that, I'm holier than thou. And if you think that, that's fine too. I really, at this point, I could care less what anybody actually thinks about me. And that's probably a good place to be. Because I realize that when you win, people aren't happy. They just get jealous and mean and think that it's unfair. But again, like I've told you before, the only thing that was unfair was what you all did to me. And that there was nobody, well, maybe there was a few people that kind of spoke up, let me in on it. When you are being surveilled illegally behind your back, and at first you don't know it, and there's so many reasons why I know why the ancestors that passed on were alarming me, were telling me what was happening. They were trying so desperately to protect me, because they know my intentions in my heart. They know I'm a pure being, and that I was just singing. I loved what I was doing. I was having fun. And, I didn't at any point, not even a little bit, I didn't at any point deserve the treatment that I was given. And it took extraordinary, it is taking extraordinary effort on my part to have any kind of compassion or forgiving, because no one did for me. And that would be the human thing, right? Is that you would want to, be bitter and attack and be cruel, like Tony Robbins was, and Kiana was, and Reese, and all the people that got involved with making me look like I was just something terrible. Oh, but you know what? I will never feel about myself the way they're going to have to feel about themselves. Never, ever. And the people that were jealous, the women that were jealous, and I wasn't even talking to their guy. I had nothing to do with them. And you're jealous? When I didn't actually do anything to you. It's so unfathomable. So I have to categorize it, okay? There are criminals out there. And those of you that didn't think that you were criminals, I'm here to tell you that you might want to rethink that if you got involved in this crime. Because it was a really big crime. you participated in something really, really, I mean, some of you might, not all of you, I'm sure not all of you did. But what was happening here was so cruel. I mean, maybe you already know, and I'm just standing here, what words can I say? What can I possibly say to you to help you actually get a real understanding of what you did? And like I told you before, it wasn't because I was a chosen angel that you wanted to test and see how strong you could make me. There was an ulterior motive, and the ulterior motive was to steal money. They had no intention of me winning anything at all, okay? They still are probably scrambling to figure something out, but they won't because there's too many people. It's already over now. People know. What I feel is sick to my stomach because during this whole process, because everybody is watching, I don't have even the freedom to cry, to yell, to do anything because I know that I'm being watched. I don't have the freedom to do anything really unless I just finally get so tired I just don't really even care. Can you possibly imagine? Now I want you to really think about it and maybe you'll get it. What it would be like to have someone place cameras on you when you're going to the bathroom and doing your private things, in your private time. That's your privacy, right? Your privacy. Not tell you, and then turn around and have the audacity to tell you, oh, you had to do this. It was your initiation into stardom. Well, screw you. Who wants your stardom? I don't need you to be a stellar person. I don't need those people to prove to me who I know I already am. Sure, it would have been nice to have some backing and to do some, amazing things in this world, but I don't need criminals to dictate the person that I am, who I am. And if there are so many people in our communities that are so willing to go along with these buffoons and do what they did and think that it's cool just because they're celebrities, that was what I was saying. It's just that you've lost touch with every sense of moral value that should be deeply embedded in your heart. But instead of looking at yourself, but she says that you know things about me that you don't even have any right to know. Do you realize that? And every time anybody even discusses anything about my life that you know that you should have never been privy to, that you are continuing to defame my character. And I'll be watching, believe me. Because what you did was just unbelievable. I'm speechless. I have every right to feel this way. Do you understand? I am a human being with feelings. And I have been, for the longest time, not able to really fully discuss it because my children haven't been privy to it. Most of them anyway. I am just so incredibly disappointed. Just like, in the end of this, it won't be me that's the clowns. It'll be you. All of you that involved yourself in this. You're the clown, not me. I don't need to feel bad about myself that you pried into somebody's personal life and decided to destroy them, to steal. Your life is over. Do you understand? Life as you know it, as a part of this crime, is over. But I can stay mad and keep it pent up inside, and I can alchemize it. Some days I have to go silent because it takes me a little longer to fix this thing. You all that did this expect me to forgive you just automatically. Well, you're the lucky one. You got this. It's just this petty stuff, high schooler stuff because of jealousy. And now you expect me to just be, oh, that's okay. You can just kick me and go on vacation while you're kicking me and saying that I'm hurt or going through things. And then you steal all my money and go on trips and boat trips and just have a grand old time, ha ha, laughing at her and thinking, oh, she'll never know. We can do whatever we want because she'll never know how bad we treated her. She's never going to find out. So because they thought that I would never find out, they did the worst. They knocked themselves out to humiliate, to destroy me. Absolutely no love at all. No, not family, not my friends, not the community, not the church. Even the church didn't find any way to have any compassion. Not at all. They were on board, you know, just people out there that are just thinking that this fame thing is just so much more important than God. It's so much more important to have money than it is to care about your family. I don't even want to know you guys. Whoever did this, I don't even want to know you. I probably never will know you because I'm going to choose people that really do care about me, to be in my life. I mean, I will be here doing the best I can to be as kind to you as I possibly can along the way. But if you think for 1 minute that I'm just here for you to kick, you've got another thing coming. You can't do that to me. And I'd be watching, and I think others will too. Any more of this defamation shit going on, I'm going to find out. They're going to tell me, and I'm going to know. Okay? So you might want to just clean it up right now, because I'm not guilty of anything. You want me to feel ashamed of myself for whatever reason in your own mind you think is something I should feel guilty for, but I don't, because I haven't done anything to harm any one of you. Nothing. Didn't do a thing. And you know what? I'm just going to go and live an amazing life, knowing that I have integrity, that I didn't betray God and my country. My communities, didn't betray him, didn't betray my friends, didn't do any of that. And I didn't let any arrogant, smutty celebrities come along and tell me how to behave or how to conduct my life. I know God lives. God lives because I lived through this, and he helped me do it. And you know, you think that it doesn't matter how you act. I assure you it does. Crazy things are happening out in this world. And you know, and if, think about it. If an airplane, just all of a sudden out of a blue, can just, a helicopter, you know, skilled people, it can just suddenly just die, they're gone. You don't know when you're going to die and your whole life is over. You don't know when that's going to be. And you think, if you think that doesn't matter, believe me, what you do on this earth with the time that you have, it does matter. And even in the times where I have been low vibrational or whatever you want to talk about it, I probably had a really darn good reason for it. I had a really good reason because I'm coping, surviving a lot of abuse my whole life. And so even in those times, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any gossiping. I don't want to hear you judging, not just me or anybody, because you have done things so foul at this point, some of you, that you have to recognize that you are not churchgoers in a position to judge anybody, and you never were, ever. You have used religion as a mask to hide the smut inside your hearts, and you want me to play nice. I am not going to be abused by you people anymore. And now I don't trust you. There's no way I'll ever trust you again. I'll forgive you, but I'll never trust you. And trust is the most important thing that a person can have, is being a trustworthy, decent human being. I don't know what to say. The only thing it is that I need to do is get this out, because I really do want to heal and forget all of you. I just want to, everybody that did this, I don't want to have anything to do with you ever again. period. You know, I will forgive you. I will even have pity for you. But man, you really did it this time. And I didn't deserve it. And I will not stand here and take it. Do you understand? You know, there's a lot of you that weren't involved, but you saw what was going on. You saw it. And you didn't even lift a hand or a finger to help. You just let it happen. I won't always be in this energy of hurt and disappointment and disgust. I won't always feel like that. And things will get better for me. I know that I have a good future ahead of me. I deserve it too. Really, man. You guys made sure I deserved that, really. You just tied it up in a bow for me. And I'm not going to worry or feel bad about the trouble that you're in because I wasn't there when you did it. You made your own choices. And that's just it. Once you're grown, I mean, even if you're a teenager, you know, there's some trouble you can get into. But when your own parents or these adults are leading you into something, that's where the real problem lies, because the adults are acting more immature than the kids. This is one of the reasons why, and I don't think church is bad. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to tell you that. Like any other one thinking that organized religion is sometimes, you know, used as a mask. It is. And it's especially if government is claiming they want to bring the Bible back and Christian values back, and all the while they're getting ready to pull your Social Security. They don't care about you at all. That's a Christian thing to do, isn't it? Well, let me tell you something. This government is not on our side. There's some people that are really trying very hard, but it's pretty clear to me that we're not actually being thought about after all. So, but remember something. Whatever we do, everything that we do, it finds its way back. And so I keep biting my tongue, and I keep trying to be the best person I can be. And I've had to be, and you know, you think, oh, well, she's just so perfect. Why does she have to be so perfect? I have been forced to be perfect because you guys have a camera on me 24/7. I can't relax at all. And even though I do, it's because I just don't care about what you think of me anymore. And that's a very freeing thing. I don't need you to define me, who I am. But you better start getting yourselves together, because you don't know what's being planned underneath our noses that we need to pay attention to out in this world right now. Things are happening. And we need to be very clearly aware of it. We don't have time to shit on our neighbors. We don't have time for that. To kick them around, to see if we can get a buck out of them or get over on them and just ha ha ha. You guys are fools. You think that I'm a fool? Oh, I'm not the fool in this scenario. This story of foolishness belongs to all of you. And I am just doing the best I can to be in control of myself at a time where I really don't want to be in control of myself. Because I do have feelings, and I am a person, and I wasn't harming anyone. And if somebody wanted to gift me with anything, it's really none of your business at all. It's not even your business. But you wanted to meddle and get involved in somebody's life. And for whatever cockamamie reason, you think that it isn't fair? Are you kidding? Nothing has ever been fair and easy for me, ever. I have had to work for it. I've had to get up and keep going no matter how many times I got kicked down. And I don't know anybody that's been kicked as hard as I have right now. But I just keep getting up. Because God helps me get up. He's the only reason why I get up. And I keep going. You have a lot to learn. A lot to learn about being a decent human being. Some of you have lost your values completely. You have no idea what it means to be a decent human being. Because do you know, even if you were to go out and do this to a criminal, like you were to abuse a criminal, you still wouldn't get away with it. Don't you see the thing? If you're doing this to another human being, it doesn't matter who they are or what they're doing, you have committed a crime. But you picked me, and I wasn't doing anything. So please don't expect me to feel sorry for you because of what you did, because I don't. I honestly can tell you, I just don't. I have every right to be free of your maniacal, unbelievable bullshit. Your unbelievable nasty behavior. You have no idea what it means to be humane at all. It's how I feel, and you should know. Those that involved yourself in this, I am just absolutely done, okay? Don't call me. Don't even try, okay? I mean it. If you involved yourself in this, you know, I will get over it. I will forgive you and that, but you can't come back. I'm not having it. I don't need your energy around me at all. I have good things to do, great things to do, and I don't need any of you pulling me down or holding me back ever again. And I hope I've made myself absolutely clear. I mean it. I really mean it. No, I would like to be able to come back at another time when I'm not feeling hurt and angry, when I can really give you something of value. But hopefully you still will have gotten something of value from this, because time's running out. The person that you are, it's going to matter. It's going to come. It's going to matter. You can't just go out there and do whatever you want to people and not have it come back to you and just tear your lives apart. Paying tithing isn't going to save you if you're committing crime. It's just not. You can't commit crime in the name of God and think God's going to be on your side. No, he is not. And I never did any witchcraft. You guys did. I wasn't doing witchcraft. I was just praying and telling you what I was told to say. That's all I did. That's all I did. And it helped to solve crime. That's all I've been doing, is using my skills to try to solve some crime. I deeply feel sorry for you. That's the best I can do. But I feel more sorry about what you did to me. I know it must be balanced. The law must prevail in this, because I deserve that. I deserve that completely. To have the law defend me, my constitutional rights, my right to privacy. Tony Robbins and the people that helped you, you invaded my freaking life, my whole life. What you did was absolutely outrageous. There is no way in hell you're getting away with it. You're not. Oh, I promise you, you're not. There's no way. I won't let that happen. You're going to have to face it. And you didn't care about me. And believe me, I do care about me. And I am going to defend me all the way, because I am worth fighting for. And if somebody does this to you and you are a victim of this kind of crime, any kind of crime, you are worth fighting for. If somebody is beating you up, emotionally beating you up, ridiculing, making you look like you're something that you're not, stealing from you, trying to steal your future away from you, don't you let them do it. Don't you let them do it. You get up and you fight. And you fight for your country too, and you fight for your rights, because that Constitution is the only thing that you have to protect you in a world as corrupt as this. It's all you've got. And I guarantee you, one of you that did this, the minute that you feel like you didn't have your rights, I bet you'd come bawling your eyes out and kicking and screaming to get your rights. The minute somebody stole from a thief, do you think the thief is going to be, like, the thief will probably go and shoot him? You never know. Thieves don't like to be stolen from, do they? But they don't have a problem violating you. I'm so disgusted. And I can't wait. I can't wait when this heaviness is gone. And true compassion can replace it. True understanding can replace these feelings. But my compassion only goes with victims, not perpetrators. I am compassionate for the people that have been targeted. The victims, not the perpetrators at all. You need to deal with God on that one and the law. That's the way it's going to be. So hopefully this was loud enough and you heard me. I'm not kidding. I'm not playing games with you people. I'm not. I want a better world. I want a safer world. And if that means you have to go to jail, so be it. So be it. I don't care. I want the right things to happen. That the punishment is commensurate with the crime. I should expect that as a citizen with my constitutional rights, the right for protection in my country, the right for protection from police officers, and for that fair trial with a fair judge. You scheming professionals, arrogant snobs, think you can just do whatever you want. But you can't. No way, you can't. Oh. Well, I'm going to go now and try to just really try to sort all this out. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. And it's not easy because I'm human. Deal with it.